Once upon a time, there was a small village surrounded by lush green mountains. In this village lived a wise and kind Buddhist monk named Banti Sujoto. The villagers greatly respected him for his wisdom and often sought his guidance in times of joy, sorrow, or confusion. One sunny morning, news spread like wildfire that a famous and wealthy merchant was passing through the village. The arrival of the wealthy merchant created quite a stir among the villagers, who were curious to catch a glimpse of his opulent lifestyle. Banti Sujoto, aware of the commotion, decided to visit the merchant, thinking that amidst the opulence, he might find an opportunity to impart a valuable lesson. As Banti Sujoto approached the merchant's lavish tent, he was greeted by guards adorned in rich attire reflecting the merchant's wealth. With a serene smile on his face, Banti Sujoto humbly requested an audience with the merchant. Intrigued by the wise monk's presence, the merchant welcomed him inside the tent, which was adorned with exquisite tapestries, golden trinkets, and an array of luxurious goods that dazzled the eye. The merchant, eager to impress, boasted about his wealth, grand possessions, and the power it bestowed upon him. He believed that these material possessions defined his worth and happiness. However, Banti Sujoto listened attentively, remaining calm, knowing that the true essence of contentment lay within. After the merchant had finished extolling his wealth, Banti Sujoto began to tell a story. In a land far away, there lived a kind-hearted farmer named Ananda. Despite his meager possessions, Ananda was content and happy because he valued honesty, compassion, and generosity. In the same village, there resided a wealthy landlord named Ravi, who possessed immense wealth, lands, and numerous servants. However, Ravi lacked empathy and disregarded the well-being of those around him. His sole focus was on accumulating more wealth, often at the expense of others. One day, a fierce storm ravaged the village, leaving Ananda's humble hut and Ravi's opulent mansion in ruins. In the wake of the destruction, Ananda opened his doors to those who had lost everything, sharing his meager food, clothing, and shelter with those in need. He offered solace and hope to the suffering neighbors. On the other hand, Ravi locked himself away in his remaining possessions, refusing to extend a helping hand to those in need. Little did he know that true strength lay in unity and compassion. As Banti Sujoto continued his story, the merchant listened intently, realizing the wisdom it held. He began to question the importance he had placed on material possessions and the sacrifices he had made along the way. Ananda's acts of kindness and compassion not only brought comfort to those in need but also earned him the respect and admiration of the entire village. The story of Ananda and Ravi teaches 4 valuable lessons that one should never sacrifice for anyone or anything. Firstly, never sacrifice your integrity. Ananda remained true to his values even in the face of adversity, while Ravi compromised his principles for the sake of amassing wealth. Secondly, never sacrifice your compassion. Ananda's kindness touched the lives of many, while Ravi's indifference caused suffering and isolation. The ability to empathize with others is a virtue that should be nurtured and cherished. Thirdly, never sacrifice your relationships. Ananda's support and solidarity united the village in their time of need, fostering a sense of community. Ravi, blinded by his wealth, distanced himself from those around him, resulting in a lonely existence. Lastly, never sacrifice your inner peace. Ananda's contentment stemmed from his ability to find joy in simplicity, while Ravi's pursuit of material possessions left him perpetually dissatisfied. True happiness lies not in the accumulation of wealth but in finding peace within oneself. As the tale drew to a close, the merchant reflected upon the profound wisdom he had gained. He realized that the 4 things Banti Sujoto spoke of were indeed invaluable and should never be sacrificed for anyone or anything. With gratitude in his heart, the merchant thanked the wise monk for opening his eyes and vowed to live a more fulfilling life. With a gentle smile, Banti Sujoto bid the merchant farewell, knowing that his message had found its mark. The merchant returned to his opulent tent, but this time, his heart was filled with a newfound understanding. He resolved to use his wealth to benefit others and create a legacy of compassion and generosity. The story of Ananda and Ravi spread throughout the village, and its impact was profound. The villagers began to reassess their priorities, valuing the intrinsic qualities that made them who they were. The village flourished not in material possessions but in the richness of its shared values and collective spirit. And so, the tale of Ananda and Ravi, shared by the wise monk Banti Sujoto, became a guiding light for generations to come. It served as a reminder that true wealth lies in the preservation of one's integrity, compassion, relationships, and inner peace. In the years that followed, Banti Sujoto continued to enchant the villagers with his stories, nurturing their souls and guiding them on the path of wisdom. His tales became a cherished part of their culture, reminding them of the profound truths that lay within their hearts. As the sun set behind the mountains, casting a golden hue upon the village, the echoes of Banti Sujoto's story lingered in the hearts of the villagers, inspiring them to live a life guided by integrity, compassion, strong relationships, and inner peace. And thus, the legacy of the wise monk and his timeless teachings lived on, reminding all who listened that the true treasures of life can never be sacrificed for anyone or anything.